tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. That's caught. It's Burks. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the get on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Base 27, John.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go, let's go.
Right back to him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ott. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Inside the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Bernard. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bernard. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Under fire. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Caught behind the line. It's Ott. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll immediately call timeout. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Burks. He's got first down yardage as they move into the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Alabama quickly back to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Makes a connection. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. Fakes to grab. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's up. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Turning it on! Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And they did tack on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Burks. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been